Hi, my name is Agombar and this is a tutorial for Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. It's a really lovely song, I really love it. It's simple in the fact that it's all open chords and easy finger patterns, but it has a complexity that means if you pick up an acoustic guitar and play it to friends, family, colleagues, they'll be really impressed. It's such a great song. It spent 16 weeks at top 10 and it was written by Matt Slocum, a member of the band, and performed by Lee Nash. I've heard lots and lots of people play it live and lots of musicians cover it, and there are a few things I picked out that I think really make it stand out when someone plays it, and I'll be showing you that later in the video. I think it's great for a female voice, but there's no reason why men can't too. It's made up of two parts, the verses and the choruses. That's all there is to it. So if you want to play this song, I find it best if you use a capital third and it's in standard E tuning. The verse is very easy. It's basically one chord, which is a C chord, with lots of variations on it, which give a bit of dissonance and therefore make it sound really vulnerable and really pretty. If you listen. That just sounds really nice because of these variations, and you can do that with your own songs. There's nothing stopping you. And it's all one chord, it's nice and simple. You do this 3 times, and then the line before the chorus, the 4th line, instead of going back to C major 7, you go to an F. So I'm going C to C major 7, to C7, back to C major 7. And that's all there is to it. That is literally all of it. The strum pattern, the iconic strum pattern, that really makes the song what it is. I think you can play it any way you like. I've played around with it, and there are 3 ways I found you can play it. You can play it quite nice and simply with a down, up, down, up strum pattern, sort of like. That works quite nicely if you can't cope with the more complex drum pattern. That's a really lovely one. I found a pick pattern. If you arpeggiate your picking like this, it's quite nice. And if you're playing in a coffee shop or late at night in a chilled atmosphere, this could be really lovely. And now there's the iconic way. This is quite hard, and it starts with 2 beginnings. When you're on C, the first line you go down, up, down, up. And then for the rest of the chords you go down, up, down, up, down, up. So if I count that out, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and. Notice that there is an upstroke on the beginning of the 2nd bar, which is a bit strange, a bit unusual, and makes the song quirky. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and that's all there is to the strum pattern. If you practice it lots slowly, and then you can gradually begin to get faster, and soon it will sound really great. I can promise you it's worth the work. I thought I'd give you a little industry secret. I found that if you're playing to a room of mixed sexes, always play to the women and play songs that the women will like. I don't know why, it just works. It is crowd pleasers. Next there's the chorus, and the chorus is where it gets really tricky. It uses all the chords apart from B diminished, the 7th chord. You can kind of tell why, but Matt Slocum liked chords, I guess. He's obviously strong on his theory. Another person who used so many chords is David Bowie, and he was such a great songwriter and performer. So there's no reason why you can't use loads of chords in your songs, even though most pop songs are only 4 chords. Do it. So to remember the chorus, I split it into 2 bits. There's the first half, which is a repeating melody over chords, and it's 2 lines long, and both of the lines start with these 3 simple chords. They all start with D minor, then G, then C. The first line ends in an A minor, so it goes D minor, G, C, A minor. The second line ends in C7, so it goes D minor, G, C, C7, which is fairly easy. So it goes D minor, G, C, to A, D minor, G, C, C7. And use the same strum pattern you've chosen to use, or pick pattern, and that's the first half of the chorus done. That's the nice, easy bit of the chorus. The second half is where it gets lots of chords. I'll talk it through and I'll leave all these chords down in the description so that if you forget any or you just need to look at it to learn it, they'll be there. So it goes F to G to C to E minor to A minor to G to F, which you hold for a whole bar, then G for a whole bar, and then to C. And I've thought of so many ways to try and teach this to you, but I found all I can think of is singing through the chords, which is a technique that Justin Guitar uses. Go and check him out. He's such a good teacher. I've learned so much guitar from him. I'll leave his links in the description and I highly recommend you go and visit his page. So you go from F to G to C chord to the E chord to the A minor to the G to the F for a whole bar to the G for a whole bar, mute, back to C. I find that if you go from the F chord and the G chord and you play the G chord for 3 beats and then mute on the 4th beat, it works really, really nicely. And it's one of the things that make the song stand out when you play it. I also quite like sliding from the F chord up to the G chord in the last bit of the chorus. I think that sounds really nice. Performance-wise, I play it a lot personally, so when I perform, I find that if you're a bloke singing it, it's really nice to use a harmony pedal in the chorus. And that works really, really well. It sounds so good. And then stomp box always sounds good with it, just hitting away on the pulse, that's lovely. If your accent on the 3rd beat of your strum, so instead of going like that, if you go I find that makes the strum pattern a bit more interesting, it makes it a bit more your own. It's really, really nice if you do that. Your diction, I find it best if you're not too slurry because it turns into a blur and a bit of a mess, but if you use received pronunciation, it sounds a bit silly, it doesn't work as well. So it's a nice midpoint, it sounds very good. Dynamics wise, I'd use a quiet verse and then into a loud chorus, so you go kiss me under the pretty body nightly beside the green grass, swing, swing, swing that spinning step, you wear them shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight, and you get louder. It's always really, really nice. I find that singing it with a bit of reverb is nice. I don't think any echo though, because I think it makes it a bit busy, a bit too messy. I wouldn't go there. If you find you're a bit nasal, a 1200 Hz cut normally does the trick. Just turn it down on the thing. And if you whack up the high end on the mixing desk, it gives a really, really nice airiness to your vocals. So yeah, this was Kiss Me by Sixpence, None of the Richer. I've been George Agombar. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe and comment. Say what songs you want to learn next, or how you're getting on with the song. I'd love to know. I do have a Facebook page and a SoundCloud if you want to go and check that out. But thank you. See you soon. Bye.